John Boehner was having a really tough go of it after the elections. In December, during the lame duck session, he had tried something called Plan B on the fiscal cliff negotiations, and it was an utter disaster. His own side bailed out on him. He was deeply embarrassed. He had to withdraw it and run with his tail tucked between his legs. And in fact, he'd lost the faith of not just the whole country, and by the way, they had also lost the election in a big way, but he'd lost the support of his fellow House Republicans. So there was a critical vote that was coming up in January to see whether he would be Speaker again. And in fact, it was about 36 after that New Year's Day vote that apparently Boehner faced a coup attempt by House Republicans. Now, this is according to the Washington. You know what? You should have the vote and make it really close, but then spare him. That's awfully specific instructions in a dream from God. Who believes this nonsense? Who's this foolish? And then Boehner was eventually saved. And if they had actually gone to a second round of voting, if he had lost the first round, it would have been the first time in a century. And that was the last time that God was angry with the Speaker of the House. So it's a wild coincidence. So perhaps they're onto something. These are the people running our country. These guys are the majority in the House of Republicans. The guys saying, "Oh, Yahweh, which way shall we vote in the Speaker of the House vote?" I don't hear anything. Okay, I will make up to this Saul and David's story and vote the way I was going to vote anyway. Come on, man. I weep for this country when I think about these guys being in charge.